Today we'll be talking about a few things in detail: Son, Ademola Lookman, Arsenal, and Chelsea. So now let's talk about Son. Today was the official last game of Son playing in Tottenham Hotspur. He played for the last time today, and he played in Seoul, South Korea. It was a very fine game, not a lot of movement, a lot of missed opportunities. I could see from the game that Son is really out of it. He's not as he was before. Son needs to be very fast. His decision making was very good, but now he has run out of pace and is not prolific like he used to be. So I like the way he's working out with his head high. Stayed in Tottenham Hotspur for about 10 years. And Tottenham Hotspur, prior to now, they have not had a trophy for 17 years. And last season, they got their first major trophy in 17 years by winning the Europa League, defeating Manchester United, and Son was part of it. I remember a season before last season, Son was like their highest goal scorer. He's one that pushed them to even qualify for the Europa League, and he carried them all the way to winning this trophy for them. So Son is no longer the Son we know. He's no longer the best version of himself, but he went out with his head high. A very good tribute was done for Son, and people of Korea could tell that they are so proud of him. Tottenham player give him all the respect and love, admiration. Even Newcastle players were adoring him, and they paid good remarks to him. So it's a fine day for it, and thank God Newcastle did not lose today. Newcastle played 1-1 with Tottenham, but prior to now they have been losing their game with Celtic, the K-League team, K-League 11 team for Korea, and the game they played against Arsenal, Newcastle has been losing all the way, but they just drew their first game, so I could say it's an improvement. Although all these games are friendly, but it counts. It's the preseason, it's to show how fit you are, and we know that Newcastle will be in the Champions League and the Premier League next season, so they have to be strong in order to reach that very place they want to be. So now, still in Newcastle, we know that the Sheshko drama is still happening. I just want to say that I like the way Manchester United has conducted themselves. I mean, Manchester United has not placed a bid till now for Sheshko. All Sheshko has to do is choose Manchester United, and they will place a bid, and they will make their intentions known. And I think Benjamin Sheshko is the first priority for Manchester United. It's him they want over Oli Watkins. So, and it's been up to a week now. Benjamin Sheshko have been deciding Newcastle or Manchester United. On paper, Newcastle is better, but I don't know. Maybe it has to do with what they are offering him as a player. So I don't know. He's yet to make his decision, but I like the way Manchester United has been handling the situation. Not desperate for Benjamin Sheshko. They still know who they are. Now Newcastle is the desperate ones, and I really would like Newcastle to stop being desperate, and I would really like them to pull out of the deal, because you have been asking a player to come and play for you for over a week. You place a bid of 75 plus 5. That's about 80 million euros for him, and he's still thinking about it. You are willing to go all the way for him, and he's still thinking about it for over a week. So I feel like Newcastle should not be the beggars here. I don't mind if they walk out at this moment. But Benjamin Sheshko holds the deal, like I said yesterday, and he will determine if the Alexander Isak move will go fast as possible or to slow down, because Newcastle need a replacement before they can let their intentions known to Liverpool that they are ready to sell the player. Okay, so that's it on Newcastle and Benjamin Sheshko. So moving on to the news, I want to talk about Ademola Lookman. So Ademola Lookman came out this afternoon. He said some things, and he has opened up in a very long article, but I'm going to say some things he said. So he's letting us know how bad he has been treated in Atalanta, and how he has given his all to Atalanta. We have watched his game. We have seen him play, the African best player. Yes, the African best right now. So until another award is given, he's still the African best. So Ademola Lookman made it known that he feels like the way he has been treated, because he had an agreement with the ownership of Atalanta, and they said they will let him go if a fair price comes. Now, Inter Milan has shown interest. Inter Milan has let their intention know that they want this player, they want Ademola Lookman, and Atalanta is holding the deal down. It's been months, and we know that the league will start in the next 2 weeks. He said, will start. All the competitions will start in the next 2 weeks. So he needs to get himself out of Atalanta, because we already know that Fabrizio has informed us some months ago during the Champions League, when there was an issue with Gasperini and Ademola Lookman, where he missed, I think, a penalty against Club Brugge. I think he should be Club Brugge, because I watched that match. He missed a penalty, but Ademola Lookman came in and changed the game under 4 minutes. He scored. They didn't say Ademola Lookman scored. They only said he missed the penalty. So all the good this guy does for Atalanta is unappreciated. Nobody cares about what he has done. The coach Gasperini said, "This is the worst penalty I've ever seen in my life." I couldn't believe it. Players miss penalties all the time, but That statement was so cruel, and the relationship was broken. Yes, I know they found a way to scale through the season and end the season together, but it's time for Ademola Lookman to go because he has made it known that he will be leaving Atalanta. He loves the city of Bergamo. He has given his all for 3 years, played for them, scoring a lot of goals, doing a lot of things. He single-handedly won them the Europa League final. Have you forgotten against Bayern Leverkusen? Bayern 04 was going a season to be unbeatable, 30 league games, 30 games and more in all competition, unbeaten. I think Bayern Leverkusen was not beaten at all that season until Ademola Lookman scored that hat trick against them in the Europa League final and won them the 2023/2024 Europa League final. Scored a hat trick that has never been done in the history of football in that final. So, forgetting all the things he has done, and they just did that to him. I mean, Ademola Lookman is a guy that single-handedly pushed Nigeria to the AFCON final, even if we didn't win the competition, but we know the goals he scored and how important they were. So Ademola Lookman is a very important player. And let me just read what he said. He said Atalanta is blocking his move, that is to Inter, and he's receiving poor treatment as a human being and as a professional footballer. So Ademola Lookman has no choice but to speak up. The thing has hooked him up to here that he has to talk and let his heart out so that people can see what is going on, because I feel like for him to say that it's inhumane, that the way they are treating him as a human being is not nice. As a person and as a footballer, they are not doing him well. So Atlanta needs to let the man go because this is becoming a saga. I felt like everything was handled under control. Gasperini has gone, he has left, he's now the AS Roma coach. But that thing that was done to Ademola Lookman is very, very unfair, and it's good the way he's speaking up. But I don't know why he has to play in Serie A again, but I don't know, it's his choice, it's his decision. Maybe he likes Italian league, but I feel like maybe he needs a new challenge elsewhere because Osimhen was in Napoli. We saw how they treated him in Napoli. All these Serie A guys, I don't know whether we should be mindful of them. So now that's it on Ademola Lookman. I wish they can restore the situation and everything will be back to normal. He can get his move and everybody go their separate ways because the relationship is already broken. Now the next thing on the list is Chelsea. Chelsea has been so busy in this transfer window. Chelsea have done a lot of good. Chelsea has been, just at the time before the start of last season, Chelsea had a lot of players, too many players, and we didn't know how they were going to handle it. But Chelsea has found a way to resolve all the situations of overcrowding and getting the best recruitment. Chelsea is fantastic when it comes to negotiation, like I said, and having a very good squad. So Chelsea is really, really doing things. And Chelsea is trying to get Hato. We know of that one, Xavi Simons, and Garnacho. So Chelsea is working. I don't want to talk much about Garnacho. I don't like him for Chelsea, but I don't know, maybe Chelsea fans like him, but I doubt that Chelsea fans will like him. So, but Chelsea is busy anyway. Chelsea is trying to sell Sterling. Tyreek George said he wants to get more game time and play professional football more because in Chelsea he's not really getting enough game time. So they like to move, and it's like Bundesliga is keen on him. Might be Leipzig or maybe another club, but he's leaving Chelsea. It looks like. Then Axel Dizazi will leave. Sterling has said that. Ben Chilwell will also leave, and so Chelsea is busy. Chelsea is doing things, and so that's it on Chelsea. Okay, so let's go on to another news. We saw today that David Ornstein posted that Thomas Partey, one of my best players in Arsenal, will be going. Sorry, that was in Arsenal because he's no longer in Arsenal. Will be going to Villarreal as a new midfielder, 32-year-old guy, Ghanaian international. Will be going to Villarreal. So he's a free agent. His contract expired with Arsenal June 30th. And prior to today's news, the last news I heard was around maybe July 4th or July 8th, early week of July. And there was this news about him. I think probably a day or two after he left Arsenal. There's this news about him that accused of 5 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual harassment. I'm sure we all saw the news that time. It was shocking that he said it was around 2021, 2022, the incident happened involving three victims, and there was no arrest. His name was not called until a day or 2 days after he left Arsenal. It's very, very weird. I was hoping that Thomas Partey will resign for Arsenal, but they couldn't come to an agreement. They couldn't get a good deal on the amount maybe they'll pay him, and everybody went their separate ways. That was how Thomas Partey left Arsenal. So I don't know how far that case is, but looking as he'll be going to Villarreal, it's like he will get Champions League football there. It means that maybe there's a way out of it for him in that situation. We're wondering at the time, why was Arsenal still playing him over time, but we later got to understand that okay, this guy might be innocent, he might not be guilty. So if he's innocent, you wouldn't want to ruin a man's career for something that he just maybe did not do. So I can understand maybe why Arsenal was still playing him. It makes sense, okay, because cases like this has happened in the past where a player was dropped and later we found out that the guy was innocent and it was all a big mess. So I understand why Arsenal did what they did to some extent. Whereas that why was it known just a day or 2 days after I left Arsenal? That is what we will never know until maybe they open up and tell us how it will go. But from the update I'm getting from David Oreston is that Thomas Partey will be a Villarreal player. Then another thing is Eberechi Eze. Now we all want Eze. There's no single person that is an Arsenal fan that will tell you that he doesn't want Eberechi Eze to be in his club, because we know that Arsenal need help. Victor Gyökeres, I don't want to say Madueke because there's no hype about him. We feel like Victor Gyökeres will not be enough. Zubimendi will not be enough. Okay, we still need another attacking midfielder, which is Eberechi Eze, and I hope he comes. His release clause expired a few days ago, and Arsenal is aware of it. It was around £68 million for him to go, but I think Arsenal was smart enough to let the release clause expire, and now maybe Arsenal want to negotiate and probably get him for maybe 50 million because he has a year left, maybe 50 or 55 million. Crystal Palace looking at 60 million because he has a year left in his contract. He's a very valuable and important player, and he will help us in this upcoming title race. So, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, please drop your comment. Thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye for now.